Hello students, today we are going to start with the poem The Little River by Rabindranath Tagore. Do I need to tell something about Tagore? Because you already know so many things about Rabindranath Tagore. A poet, a painter, an essayist, an educationalist, a philosopher, and so many things about him. A composer, we know. We also know that he is the first non-European to be awarded Nobel Prize for Literature for Gitanjali. Along with that, our national anthem, Jana Gana Mana, has been written by Rabindranath Tagore. Not only our national anthem, but even the national anthem of Bangladesh, that is Amar Sonar Bangla, has been written by Rabindranath Tagore. So, this poem, The Little River, we will see why Rabindranath Tagore is master of the craft. So, should we start? Our little river, it meanders along. What do you mean by meanders? Meanders means flows with twists and turns. Flows with twists and turns. Means the river doesn't flow straight. It flows with twists and turns. Our little river, it meanders along. In summer, the water is only knee deep, and cows and carts can cross it with ease, for the banks, though high, are not too steep. What does the poet say? Their little river, it meanders along. It doesn't flow straight. In summer, the water level is very less. It is only knee deep. Okay? And that's why cows and bullock carts and other things, they can easily cross the river. They can easily cross the river. For the banks, though high, are not too steep. Even the banks of the river are not steep. They are gentle. What do you mean by steep? Rising or falling. Rising or falling. Rising or falling sharply. The banks of the river. How are the banks of the river? They are gentle. They are gentle. They are not steep like this. Okay? And that's why easily cows and carts and all can cross the river, because even the water level is less. In which season? In summer season. Understood the first stanza? Their little river meanders along, and the water is only knee deep in summer. Carts, cows and all easily cross the river because even the banks are gentle. Okay. Now the next stanza. No sign of slime. The sands shine bright. On one shore, Kash fields blossom white. Chirping mynas through that side. The jackal howl is heard at night. No sign of slime. Slime, slippery, soft mud. Slime, slippery, soft mud. So, even the mud has dried. It is not slippery in summer season. The sand shines bright because of the sunlight. On one shore, on one of the shore of the river, what is there? Kash fields blossom white. What are kash? Kash are actually Kahn's grass. Kahn's grass, we call it in English. These grass, usually 3 meters and all long, they grow along the water, and they have white growth here, which is referring to. Okay. So, on one shore, Kash fields blossom white. These are white in color. Okay. They blossom. Chirping mynas through that side. And at one side of the river, on the shore, they have Kash. blossoms, and there one can hear mynas chirping. Chirping means making a short, high-pitched sound. Through that site means area. Site means area. At that side, one can listen to mynas chirping. The jackal's howl is heard here at night, and during daytime one can hear mynas chirping, and at the time of night one can hear the howl of jackal. Howl is actually a long cry, usually uttered by animals like dogs and jackals. So understood the second stanza? Again the poet is describing everything. In summer there is no slime, it is not slippery at all. At one side kash has blossomed, at that side mynas are chirping in the morning and jackals at night. Now the third stanza. Across lie groves of mango and palm. Groves, a small wood or area. Okay, it is filled with what kind of trees? Mango and palm. The village priests dwell in their cool shade. Who lives in their cool shade? The village priest. Girls and boys bathe close to the bank. Close to the bank, children are bathing. Girls and boys are bathing. They are taking bath, splashing with their gamchas as they bathe. What they are doing? They are splashing water with their gamchas. Gamchas are usually what? Gamchas are thin cotton towels or cloth which is used in summer season by most of the people. And what the girls and boys are doing? They are splashing water when they are wading. As they wade means walk through water. Wade means as they are making way through the water, they are splashing their gamchas, enjoying the bathing in the river. Okay. So in the third stanza, what does the poet say? That across the groves of mango and palm, in the cool shade, the village priest lives, and near the banks, children are bathing, girls and boys, they are enjoying splashing water, playing with their gamchas as they are wading through the water, walking through the water. Now the next stanza, fourth stanza. At dusk and dawns, once their bath is done. So they are taking bath twice. In the morning, dusk, evening when the night is about to fall, and dawn, early morning. So they are taking bath in the evening, early morning as well as in the evening. Once their bath is done, they dip washcloths to trap small fish. What do they do? Washcloths means small cloth for used to wash face. Okay. Now this small cloth, what they are doing after their bath is done, if after they have enjoyed bathing in the river, they just use their cloth to trap. To trap means to catch small fish. To trap is to catch. They try to catch small fish. Okay, understood the next stanza? In the evening and the early morning they bath. After they finish their bath, they are dipping their washcloths in the water to catch the fish. To their household tasks the wives return, having used river sand to scout each dish. Now, these children are playing. What housewives are doing? What women are doing? They have finished what? They have finished washing their utensils. And how they are washing their utensils? With the river sand. With this river sand to scour each dish. Scour means to scrub. They have already scrubbed all dishes. They have washed all dishes and now they are returning to their work. Okay. Now the last stanza. In Ashar, June, July. And in Ashar, what do we have? We have rainfall. Okay. Clouds gather because it's going to rain. The water rises. The level of the river rises. In which season? In rainy season. The river is in spate. In spate, a sudden flood in the river. Overflowing due to sudden flood. In spate, as quickly the water level has risen in the rainy season, the river is in spate, the current grows strong, the current of water, it has gone strong. The air is rife with babbling sound. Air is rife means full of. The air is rife. The air is rife, full of which sound? Babbling sound. Sound of water. If you are nearby a river, what you will hear? You will hear the sound of water. Babbling sound as the muddy torrent swirls along. Muddy, in the rainy season the water of the river obviously is muddy, and torrent means rapid flow of water. It's flowing, swirling means twisting and turning, and that's why we can hear in the air what kind of sound? The babbling sound of water. The woods on shore stir to life again. The woods, the trees and all the vegetation around the banks, it stirs to life again. In summer season, the greenery appears in rainy season. Again, stir to life means become alive. Stir to life means become alive. Rainfall enlivens the atmosphere. And our village wakens to celebrate the rain. And their village, it wakes up to celebrate the rainy season, the arrival of rain. So in the last stanza, the poet explains that Ashad has arrived, clouds have gathered, and that's why the water level has risen. One can hear the babbling sound in the air, the muddy torrents are making the sound, and even the woods around have turned green and life as if they have enlivened the atmosphere, and their village is happy to welcome the rainy season. So in this poem, there are around 5 stanzas. Each stanza has 4 lines. The last stanza has 6 lines. In each stanza, the poet has used beautiful imagery to describe the scene at the village in rainy season, in summer season. In earlier 4 stanzas, he is describing the usual images we see, scenery we see during summer on the banks of the river, and in the last he describes the arrival of the rain. Beautifully, the poet has used imagery, figures of speech like onomatopoeia, alliteration in the poem, and beautifully he has described everything. What is onomatopoeia? When sound is used to describe, for example, the jackal howls, Maina chirps, the water babbles. These words are used to denote sound. And alliteration, when sound is repeated, like cows and carts can cross. Which sound I am repeating? K sound I am repeating. Cows and carts can cross. Okay. So the poem has become rhythmic because of the use of alliteration, onomatopoeia that has been used by the poet. Onomatopoeia has been used a lot. Babbling, then howling and chirping, these words we find. And the village atmosphere has been described by the poet. He has used words like kash, gamchas. These are Indian words which he has used to give the actual feel of the village at that time. Okay. I hope you might have understood the beautiful poem by Rabindranath Tagore, The Little River, and you might have enjoyed it. Do subscribe to the channel to enrich your English. Thank you.